Yeah, he tremendous. I mean, I called down the bullpen and, just said, can you do two? And he said, yep. So, we needed it tonight. You had to go outside the box a little bit tonight with certainly, that was the inning Jerry had to pitch, even though it was the seventh. But, Addie picked us up when we needed it.
Were you thinking that all the way? Because we haven't thrown since Tuesday, I think. So were you figuring that we just try to set it up and get the last six?
No, I was hoping, Mark, I was hoping really that Robert could get through the sixth inning. And then, that top of the order was coming up, and I was going to use Jerry in the seventh and then Salas in the eighth and Addie in the ninth. But when he got in trouble and Salas got us out of that inning, I just, in the next inning, I just told Dan Addison's got to give us two. We're as strapped as we are right now down there. Those guys he's the one guy who's rested. So,
Zach,
Terry, would you all say, at this point, yesterday you kind of sit Reyes now. Tonight you go 2 innings with Addison, almost like it's at a point where it's no question how important these games are, and you're maybe managing them differently than if you guys had played better the first 2 months?
Well, certainly, we've got to start winning games because we got to fight our way back in this. But Zach, for sitting Jose yesterday, I mean the other guys hit a homer again today. I mean, you go with the guy that's swinging the bat good. This is not a demotion to Jose Reyes by any stretch of the imagination. He came here last year as the guy was going to be a backup player. Came to spring training, the guy was going to be a backup player, and he's had to start for us. And right now, the other guy's hitting. So, in the case of tonight, yeah, I think, we made a move that you don't normally make by using your closer for 2 innings. But, we got to win a game. We got to scratch our way back. Again, we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. We had a chance to win this game, so I went for it.
Rich?
Terry, he was out for such a long time last year, Lucas Stewart, and sometimes we forget how important he was June 15. Can you talk about what he's been doing at the plate and then the play in the field he made, which he's kind of an underrated defensive first baseman as well?
Well, first of all, that catch he made is as hard a catch as any first baseman has to make, especially when you're running towards the stands like that. It was a great play for us. Lucas Duda has always been a guy that can do damage. I mean, we've seen it as long as he's been in the big leagues. Right now, he's swinging very, very well. I hope he continues to swing well. He's a big part of our lineup. We know we've got to get him some rest. He's played, 13 in a row or 14 in a row or something. I'm going to go check with him here just in a couple of minutes. But when he's swinging good, as I said before, he can carry you. And right now he's gotten big hits for us. So I want to try to keep him in there if I can.
Dave?
Terry, with Gazelman, I think he had maybe 10 pitches in the first inning. And, I don't know if you look at that and say maybe this could be your lucky night and get some length out of this guy. And then just what happens that bogs down? And what are you thinking when you watch just the pitch counts just get up and up and up?
Baseball gods bit us again. That's exactly what we said. My God, a 10-pitch inning. Then he goes back-to-back 27-pitch innings. So they got us back. But you're right, Dave. I mean, we got to get deeper into games. I mean, that's I knew he had 95 pitches going into the sixth, and I just said hopefully he's got strong enough to be able to get us through the inning, and he didn't. But fortunately, Fernando picked us up. But as we start to get into the grind part of the summer where it's warm and we got to. I tell you, our starting pitching's we got to get it going.
Abby?
Gazelman obviously didn't have the length, but it looked like there was a few jams he got out of that maybe a few months ago he wouldn't have. Things would have gotten a little out of control. Has there been any improvements in his last couple starts?
Well, Abby, his last start I thought was outstanding. Again, he had tons of ground balls. Tonight, I didn't think he had his best stuff, but I thought he made pitches. He got in on some guys. He pitched inside a little bit better tonight, which I thought was very, very important for him. When you got that sinker, everybody's looking down in the zone. That's what they're supposed to do. And he got some balls in belt high and got on some guys' fists, which helped him out. He knows what he's doing. And, again, I think as the confidence grows, we're going to see a guy that we saw last September as we get into this because we're going to need him. I'm telling you, if I think for 1 second that we got 5 guys that are going to make it through the rest of the summer, I'm kidding myself. That hasn't happened since I've been here. So I think Robert Gesellman's going to end up being a big piece of this.
Last one, Tony.
Terry, how would you grade Addison overall this season, coming off what was obviously a fantastic year last year and now thrust into this role?
Tony, it's been, he's been put in a tough situation. He loves the 8th inning. He became a, certainly as good a setup guy as there was in the league last year. Came in his camp, had to close. I've used him in different roles. Used him. I think this might be the 3rd time I've used him for 2 innings. But he, never says a word. He just takes the baseball, and his fastball isn't velocity-wise where it was a year ago. But if he locates it, he gets outs. And right now, he's starting to locate his pitches down the zone like he did last year, and he's pitched much better.
One more, Ed Coleman. Sorry.
Jerry, I know you didn't see it, but was Lugo today? Does that kind of answer a question for you next weekend? Have him back?
Well, you answered the question for me. I didn't see it. So Jay just gave me the numbers. So hopefully he's healthy, and I'll call tomorrow and check and see how he is. But, if Steven does the same thing, we're going to get stronger next week.